Hey, alright, so today I want to show you how to solve a Rubik's Cube using just 4 algorithms. You only have to memorize 4, and it's a pretty fast method. It's not, the fastest, like, to be really, fast solver, you have to learn, hundreds of different algorithms. We're not going to bother with that kind of junk. So this will be, pretty beginner friendly, pretty fast, and something you can kind of just play around with. Alright, so some very, very beginner stuff to talk about. The middle pieces do not move. So you see that no matter what I do here, this part is always going to stay the yellow side. So we'll talk about the yellow side, green side, etc. So the middle pieces, the side pieces, sorry, and the corner pieces do move around. And so essentially solving a Rubik's Cube is only about moving around those side pieces and those corner pieces. We're going to use a method that's called the layer method, and actually we're going to do the first 2 layers at the same time. So you can think of the Rubik's Cube as being divided into 3 different layers. We're going to solve the bottom 2 at the same time, and then all of our algorithms, the 4 algorithms we're going to use, are going to be just for the top layer. Alright, so probably the easiest way to do this is to do the daisy method. We're going to do the white cross first. And we've actually already got 2 up here. So we're going to do this daisy method where you're going to get whites on those side pieces. And then, so let's see, I'm going to just move that there. And move wherever the other one is. There it is. So going to move this one up here. Alright, so now we got white side pieces and the yellow in the middle. Alright, so now, very, very simply, all we have to do is move each of these to the correct place and then turn it down so that it is white, white, blue, blue. The same thing here, we're going to turn this to the red side, turn that down. So now you got white, white, red, red. And then I'm going to turn this to the green side, turn that down, white, white, green, green. And finally, you're going to turn that to the orange side. So white, white, orange, orange, orange. So we got the white cross, and then importantly, all of those are matching up with their center pieces and their side pieces. Okay, now we're going to do the corner piece and the side piece on the second layer at the same time. So what we're looking for is corner pieces that have a white side on them. So this one has white, orange, and green. So now we need to find the orange and green side piece. There it is, found it. And like I said, you're not really going to use algorithms for this. You're going to just get your piece out of the way or in the way, and then you're going to get your side piece oriented correctly. So right here we've got a green piece and a green piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the orange and green piece out of the way. I'm going to rotate that one around and then put it right there. So now they're lined up. So they're oriented correctly. And then I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to turn this so that I have kind of like this slot right here. Turn that just like that, and then turn it back. So now I've got a solved side, or a solved corner, and a solved side piece. Then next, let's see, so there's another piece, white, red, and blue. I'm going to look for the red and blue side piece. There it is. Alright, this will be nice. I can just turn this over to that corner, and then I can do this. Now you see it's oriented correctly. And it's also the slot right there and right there. Alright, orange and blue, so there's the orange and blue piece. So I'm going to do this, like that, and this here, solved. And then last one is this green and red. So there's the part right there. It's in the wrong place. So what I'll do is I'll turn it like this. Move that over there. So I'm trying to get everything oriented correctly into the slot right there. So now I've got the first 2 layers completely solved. Alright, next step is to get the yellow cross for the top. There are 4 steps that this is going to go through. It's just a simple algorithm, and there are 4 steps. It's going to do yellow dot, yellow L, yellow line, and then the yellow cross. So here's the algorithm. Alright, so I've got this. I need to turn it so that it's the L. Next is going to be the line. Alright, so we got the yellow line. And if you have like corner pieces that are also yellow, that's fine. Just ignore that. And there we go. So we ended up with the yellow cross. And again, if you have extra yellow pieces we're just worrying about the middle or the side pieces lining up with the middle. If you have extra yellow pieces on the corners, ignore that. All right, so that was that first algorithm. Second algorithm is going to get to the yellow cross plus this, and then it's going to be a solid yellow cross. All right, so what happens with this algorithm is that the bottom left corner is going to stay the same, and then the other ones are going to rotate around clockwise. So this one is going to rotate around so that the yellow piece is right here. This is going to rotate around so that the yellow piece is right here. And this one's going to rotate around so the yellow piece is on top. Like I said, what we're trying to get is just one solid yellow piece. So this piece is going to end up, that orange and green is going to end up as our solid yellow piece, and we're going to have the cross plus one. So, all right, so there you go, your orange and green. All right, so I orient that so that the yellow cross is like this, the yellow piece is down on the bottom, and then I'm going to do that exact same algorithm again and get a solid yellow. All right, so next step is I'm going to get the corners to match each other. So I need to like have two blues and two reds and two oranges, and then right here I've got two greens that are fixed already. So if there is a correct side, put that side on the right hand. If there's not a correct side, just do any of them, and then you'll get a correct side. So with this algorithm, it's going to match up all the rest of them if you have the correct side on the right hand side. Because I'm going to turn the cube like this, and I'm going to do this R2D2. All right, so now I've got blue, blue, orange, orange, green, green, red, red. Okay, so last algorithm, we're going to have to do it at least twice. So go ahead and spin it around so it looks good. So what happens with this algorithm is that the piece on the back side is going to stay the same. The other ones are going to rotate around clockwise. So blue is going to end up with green on the green side, red is going to end up on the blue side, and orange is going to end up on the orange side. So that's going to become correct. So here's our algorithm. All right, so orange is now correct. All right, so now what we have to do is put the correct side on the back, and the algorithm again is going to rotate all the pieces around. So again, this one is going to it's going to end up incorrect for one time through, because the green is going to end up with the blue, red is going to end up with the green, and blue is going to end up on the red. And you see the orange is still correct, which is good. All right, and so we're going to do that algorithm a third time, the last time, and we should have a solved cube. All right, and there you go. That's it. So, like I said, this is just 4 algorithms that are all fairly simple. The description of those is in the description, and they're all pretty easy algorithms. The best way you can improve your speed from there is to memorize those algorithms. The mirror side, so like I was doing a lot of these where the right hand was dominant. If you did them where the left hand was dominant. So for instance, like that last algorithm, you know, it does it that way, but and then like if I did it again, red would go over here, which is incorrect. But if I do the mirror version of it, it solves it just in one step. So I don't have to do that extra step of the algorithm. And you can do that with all of the other algorithms. I guess last thing I'll show you just, quick tips about scrambling. I like to do top, left, like this. And then just kind of rotate it around. Go to different orientations. It's pretty fast and it scrambles it pretty well. And that is it. Hopefully that was helpful.